What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, Sister Girl on Films. And as you can tell by the title, I will be reviewing season 2 of Black Summer, which is a Netflix original zombie apocalyptic drama. So if you're interested in my thoughts on this series, then stay right there. We're going to get right into this review.
Hey, Sister Girl on Films, you don't want to miss a thing. Better stay tuned in. So lay back, get into the vibe, in the mood. Real reviews from a sister's point of view. Trailer reactions, movies and TV. So entertaining and authentic, believe me. So roll that footage, I'm ready to chill. Time to hang out with my sister girl. Hey, Sister Girl on Films. Hey, Sister Girl on Films. Hey.
So Black Summer, like I said, is a zombie apocalyptic action drama. And season 1 was kind of met with mixed reviews, like so mixed, in fact, that originally they had no intention of renewing it for a second season. Now, I personally loved season 1. Like, I've watched it 3 times. I thought that it was a very interesting take on a zombie apocalypse. A lot of people felt like the characters were dumb and made really stupid decisions. And there was a particular character that was especially dumb, but I thought that was an actual choice. That was never really confirmed in the show, and I think maybe they just wanted him just to be just kind of an idiot, I would suppose. But overall, I thought season 1 was so well done. I thought that the characters were interesting. I loved the character development. I felt like you could empathize with most of the characters and really kind of see their point of view and why they acted the way that they did, and you just really came to root for those characters in season 1. So when I heard that season 2 was coming out, I was so excited. Like, I couldn't believe my eyes, because like I said, last I knew, it was done. There was not going to be a season 2. So I made it a point. I was like, I'm going to binge season 2, and it was a pretty easy binge because most of the episodes are between 30 minutes to 45 minutes. So I think I got it done within like 4.5, maybe 5 hours. It was an easy binge. And so if you have not seen season 1, I would suggest you check it out prior to maybe even watching this review, but most importantly before checking out season 2, only because they don't really do a recap of season 1. So if you just jump right into season 2, you're gonna be lost, honey. Okay, I was kind of sort of lost, and like I said, I've watched season 1 3 times. So we know at the end of season 1, as far as we know that Rose made it to the stadium. Spears, he made it to the stadium, I believe. Sun, for sure, she made it to the stadium. Lance, last we saw, he was being chased out of the stadium by a horde of zombies. And we know that Anna, Rose's daughter, we saw her running across the football field meeting Rose. So that's as far as we know at the end of season 1. If there was going to be a season 2, we probably would at least see those characters. I wasn't sure about Lance because that was our dodo bird from season 1. So I didn't expect him to be able to survive being chased by a horde of zombies. But let's get into season 2. So I'm not going to do like an episode by episode review. I started to, but then as the season went on, I got so annoyed that I was like, I'm just going to give my overall thoughts on the whole thing. And yes, I was annoyed. So y'all, season 2 of Black Summer, it did not meet my expectations, y'all. It did not live up to what, for me personally, was a really good season in season 1. Episodes 1 and 2 were really good. Like, they were action packed. We do have a central character from the first season that we immediately get an opening shot of, and then little mini spoiler, like I said, it's within like the first 5 minutes of the season, that character is turned into a zombie. R.I.P. So that was kind of sad, but also I was like, okay, this season is playing no games. They are just going to take it there right out the gate. So first episodes, amazing, good. It gave me the same feelings that season 1 gave me. Action, the POV of the zombies, realistic motives, treachery, gunfights. It gave me all that. And then it slowly but surely started to go downhill for me. Episode 3 and episode 5 were so boring. Oh my God. Like season 1, they had a couple of episodes that were kind of boring. There was a lot of exposition and things like that. But at least in season 1, they spent that time building characters and us getting to know the characters, their backstories, their motivations, their life was like before the apocalypse, all of that stuff. This season, they did not do that. First of all, they introduced to us 3 new human like groups that were battling each other. Well, one group wasn't battling with the other 2, but they were still a group that came together. So that was like an additional 15 characters that were introduced to us. And y'all, when I tell you we learned nothing. We learned nothing about these additional characters. I don't care about them. The development of these characters was shit. They were all pretty much awful people. There was nobody that I was rooting for except for my girl's son, who was amazing in season 1. You had to root for her then. I was rooting for her now. I felt like within those groups, there were some really strong characters that I would have loved to get more of their backstory. Like there was one character that kind of went into it, but not enough for me to be rooting for him or rooting against him. It was just very like bland. Like this is what happened to his family. Fast forward, here he is now. What? That just did not work for me. Then also, the pacing was kind of slow. Like I said, we had 2 episodes that were just dull, very boring. Rose, who is our main protagonist for the most part, she is played by Jamie King. I'm sorry, guys. I have an eyelash that seems to be in my eye. Anyway, Rose, who was played by Jamie King. Now, y'all, I'm going to tell y'all, season 1, I hated Rose. I absolutely hated her. I felt like she was hella selfish. I felt like she was manipulating the group. She was using everybody to help her get to the stadium to get her child. And I understand for parents, you're going to do whatever you got to do for your kids. I understand that 100%. And if you got to beg, borrow, steal, lie, manipulate, kill for your child, you're going to do what you got to do. I get it. But I felt like she helped out, but for the most part, it was just about her and her trying to get to her daughter. And so when we get to season 2, they tried to change her character into kind of being like this badass, but I ended up hating her so much. Honestly, I feel like we could have went season 2 without Rose and Anna. I feel like we could have left them in season 1. Great, bitch, you found your daughter. Bye. Stay here at the stadium. Goodbye. We don't need you. Because she ended up being a shitty ass character in season 2. She betrayed people who helped her find her ashy ass daughter. She was killing people for no fucking reason. She was threatening to kill people for no reason. You talk about a decline in the character development. I hate Rose. Hate her, okay? And her daughter, hate her too. I don't care. I said it. Hate her and her raggedy ass daughter. And so, wasn't feeling them in it. I also, Spears, who was played by a fine ass, what's his name, child? Justin Choi Carey. Okay. It's a fine ass Malaysian man. Let me tell you what. So, again, what they did with his character, I wasn't really sure. I felt like in season 1, he was a badass. Like, he was whooping ass military style. And I get it this season because of a certain incident that happened. He wasn't able to do that as much. But I feel like they just took all the energy out of his character. And it wasn't that I didn't like him anymore. He was just boring as hell. He was boring. He brought nothing to the show. Half the time his character wasn't even in it. It's just, I feel like they ruined a good character because I really like Spears. And they just, I don't know, y'all. I don't know what they did with this season, but child. And then Son, okay, my girl's son. Sun, and if you don't remember, Sun is the Korean woman. She doesn't speak English at all. So her challenge was really just trying to be able to communicate enough to survive, which she was able to do. And Sun honestly was the only character that continually was worth the damn this season. I rooted for her the whole time, and I just really wanted to see Sun succeed because she was the only one that did something for everybody. She wasn't about herself. She was willing to sacrifice for other people. And if anybody deserved to have a happy ending, it is Sun. Y'all, let me also mention that Spears also deserved a much better outcome than what they gave him, because he also sacrificed a lot, not only this season, but last season as well. And they did end the season where it looks like a lot of open-ended stuff. So I think they're going to try to do a season 3. But if they do a season 3, they need to freaking focus on character development like they did in season 1. And they need to make us care about these characters enough so that when they do get in compromising situations or they're in peril, we actually give a damn. Because I did not. There was one character, his name was Mance. And it seemed like, okay, they're going to, you know, they are probably going to make him an important part of the season. And they didn't give enough about him. Like, he ended up being a major part of like the season finale. But again, you didn't build him up enough for me to give a shit about this man. I was rooting for him because he's black. But beyond that, let me know about Mance. Let me know, because that end scene that we had with him was amazing. And I was like, if I had been able to connect with this character throughout the season, then I would be much more invested about what's about to happen to him than I am right now. Like, I kind of care, but not like I did at the end of season 1. Season 1, I was screaming, come on, rooting them on. I was invested. And I think that's where they dropped the ball with season 2. They did not do character development. And if you see any of my reviews, you know character developments. This shit matters. We got to care about the characters. If I don't care about the characters, I don't care about your show. I don't care about your movie. I don't care about your book. I don't care about your play. I don't care about your memes. I don't care about your skits. I don't care about nothing. So, I mean, if you saw season 1 and you liked it, I would say check out season 2 just to pique your curiosity. But if you haven't seen season 1, I would say just watch season 1 because it's much better, and just stop. Don't continue with season 2 unless you feel like you're invested and you just have to know what happens with these people. But I'm gonna tell you now, Rose is still a bitch. Her daughter is a mini bitch. Spears is weak and fragile this whole season. Lance is Lance. And Sun is amazing. There you go. So let me know in the comments below if you checked out season 2 Black Summer, what you thought of it, if you liked it, if you didn't like it, if you watched season 1, if you just are not a fan of the series at all. Y'all let me know in the comments. I do respond to comments in the comment section, so we can get a whole dialogue going, honey. So yeah, y'all, as always, like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'm gonna see y'all next time for something else. I will begin reviewing Put a Ring on It season 2 on my channel. So if you watch that show, then look forward to those weekly reviews. And if you are not used to that type of content on my channel, that's okay, y'all. You know, I have to get more and more subscribers, y'all. That means I need to expand my horizons. So be on the lookout for that. And as always, y'all, thank you so much for your support, and I'm gonna see y'all next time. Holla.
Sister girl on films. Hey.